During the Buddha's time, there was a Brahmin who lived in Kuru. He had a daughter named Magantiya. Although she was very beautiful and clever, she was also cold and self-centered. She was determined to use her beauty to secure herself a high-status marriage. Many men of high status and rank sought her hand in marriage, but the Brahmin did not consider them worthy of his daughter. One morning, the Buddha used his divine eye to survey the world for beings eligible for enlightenment. In his vision, he saw that the Brahmin and his wife had cultivated enough paramitas for spiritual attainment. However, he also saw that through this action, their daughter Magantiya would become a fierce opponent of Buddhism. The Buddha, with his divine wisdom, weighed his options and decided to help the Brahmin couple, so he visited their village. When Magantiya's father saw the Buddha, he was astounded by the Buddha's appearance, demeanor, and grace. Magantiya's father, knowing nothing of monks and their rules, was certain no one else was a more worthy match for his daughter, and said,
"Wait here! I will return with my beautiful daughter. You are an ideal match for her, and she is for you."
The Buddha, however, did not merely wait there, but walked a little ways away and sat down. The Brahmin rushed home, told his daughter to get dressed in her best clothes, and told his wife about the flawless man he had just met. The three of them rushed to the spot where Magantiya's father had seen the Buddha, but he was no longer there. At the abandoned spot, they saw a large footprint. Magantiya's mother, skilled in reading omens, knelt down to inspect the Buddha's footprint. She said, "This footprint belongs to a person who no longer has sexual and sensual desires. He will not be interested in our daughter." Magantiya's father responded,
"Quiet! Don't ruin this great opportunity with your opinions."
They looked around and saw the Buddha seated not too far away under a large tree. They rushed over, and the father said,
"Monk, I give you my daughter's hand in marriage."
The Buddha responded, "In past lives, I've had wives with beauty beyond compare, yet I renounced them and lived a solitary life. In this life, I married my soulmate of countless lifetimes, yet I left to search for the path. Even when Mara offered me his 3 daughters in order to prevent my enlightenment, I refused. Those 3 possessed beauty beyond the physical realm. They were not hindered by the flesh and body. They were the very embodiment of pure imagination. Nothing could be better. Yet, with them, I felt no sexual desire. What is your daughter compared to them? Magantiya's body is practically a corpse, decaying, polluted, filled with impurities. It's a vessel filled with urine and excrement. I would not even touch it with my foot." Upon hearing this, Magantiya's father and mother realized the truth of the Buddha's words. They internalized the meaning and saw that their own bodies were disgusting masses that were destined to rot. They saw all sensual desires as filthy and repugnant, and released attachment to those desires and became anagamis. Newly awakened, Magantiya's father and mother requested ordination into the respective orders, and the requests were granted. Eventually, both would practice diligently and become arahants. The Buddha's words also stuck with Magantiya. She, however, took those same words as an insult. She was offended that he compared her beautiful body to a decaying corpse. To her, it was the worst insult. And seeing her parents bow and ordain in the order of her tormentor only added salt to her wounds. In that moment, she vowed to use her beauty to marry into a powerful family and use their power to destroy the Buddha and his religion. After ordaining, Magantia's father and mother could no longer take care of her and placed her in the care of her uncle, who decided to take her to Kosambi and offer her to King Udena. King Udena's chief consort was Samavati. She was a devout follower of the Buddha. The king also had a second wife named Vasuladatta. However, when King Udena saw Magantia, he immediately fell in love with her and promoted her to the level of chief consort, the same level as Samavati. Please check out our next video, Magantia Part 2, to see what happens next.
What do you think the moral of this story is?
We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads.